Hey Zwifters, welcome back to No Breakaways, your source for all the Zwift racing tips and tricks. This week we're back for round number 10 of the first Zwift Racing League. We're going to do a TTT on the Tick Tock course. Before we get started, I wanted to say a special thanks to each and every one of you for watching, for commenting, for liking, for subscribing, for correcting some of the errors that I made, whether I overlooked some Cat C and D issues or the intermediate points change. I really personally appreciated every single one of you, all the comments, all the likes and everything. Also, huge thanks to Eric over at Zwift Insider for all his contributions, for posting everything on the site. It's been a lot of fun. So yeah, with that said, let's get into the video. All right, so like I said, we're on the Tick Tock course this week. We have 2 laps of it for everyone. It's going to be about 36 kilometers. On the WTRL site, it says 36.3. I looked at Zwift Power. It says 36 even, which I think is going to be the correct distance. It's a very, very flat course. You only have a couple hills, the Col de Saddle Springs coming out of that Saddle Springs, and then you have another bit of a little hill on the way back up to the Fuego Flats start pen. There is 112 meters elevation gain, so it's not nothing, but it's not something that I think you're really going to notice all that much other than those 2 parts. So we'll go over those 2 parts and the rise out of the Ocean Boulevard and just take a look at them. There you can see the pens over on the left. You're going to come out of the pens, take a left. The first 9.7 kilometers of this course are incredibly flat. Almost nothing to really talk about, just the one little kicker by the waterfall, but not a lot there to even discuss. Just make sure you get in your good TTT formation right out of the gates and you get flying. This is going to be a big watts course and should be really fun. Here we are coming up on the Col de Saddle Springs. Very gentle gradient, gets up to 3-4%. You can draft up this hill actually. So if you can stay in your TTT formation, I would really recommend it. The one thing I will also say is this is a place where a lot of teams start catching other teams, and it can be a very tricky place to catch them because you need to put in an extra dig to get past them as fast as you can so you don't get caught on the downhill. So if you do catch a team here, put in a nice dig, get ahead on the downhill, make sure you get in your TTT formation and try to stay away. It can get pretty messy here if you don't watch out. The next slightly tricky part is this hill coming out of Ocean Boulevard. It gets up to about 4%. Nothing major, very short one. I'm sure we've all been on it, but again, pick one person to be in front, keep your TTT formation. You can draft this whole time, and then just switch up your order when you get to the top of it. So one of the particularly tricky parts about TTTs are when the road changes from pavement to dirt like it does right here. What you have to do, the 2nd through 6th people in line have to increase their power to keep that same distance away from the first person or whoever else is in front of you. So this is another tricky section, and it starts to kick up on a little bit of a hill. This is the 2nd hill, I'll call it, on the course. Again, it is draftable, but because of that surface change, you're going to slow down a little bit. So you have to actually put out more power. And this is a place, especially on the 2nd lap around here, where you have to be really careful you don't drop somebody. So we again have the Fuego Flats finish on this course under this rock overpass. Very straight run into there from the sprint banner to here. It's going to be about 40 seconds, maybe 30 for the high-end A's, 50 for some of the D's. Pretty straightforward finish. For our total expected times on this Tick Tock course, Cat A, probably 44 minutes to 46 minutes at 5.2 watts per kilogram, depending on what group you're in. The very fastest of the EMEA, I'm expecting to be around that 44 minutes. The Cat A Women's, 49 to 51 minutes at right around 4.3 watts per kilogram. Cat B, 46:30 to 48 minutes. There is a wide range here. The EMEA winners have been really, really fast. I'm expecting the other winners to be around the 47, 48 minute range. Cat C, 50 minutes to 51:30 at 3.4 watts per kilogram. And Cat D, 55 to 57 minutes at 2.5 watts per kilo. All right, now let's kick it over to Eric for some bike choices.
Hey Zwifters, it's Eric with Zwift Insider here to talk about the Tick Tock Team Time Trial on Tuesday. It's a lot of T's to talk about. Bike choice for Tick Tock. It's a very flat route, so Aero's going to win the day. That's the simple answer. You know, some people say that bike choice doesn't make much of a difference in Zwift racing. And I would agree to an extent when it comes to scratch races. You might not notice the difference, a few seconds difference in performance in a scratch race, but in a time trial, it makes a huge difference because you don't have anywhere to hide. The difference over a 50-minute race between the fastest setup that a level 13 Zwifter can get and the fastest setup that a high-level Zwifter can get is about 13 seconds. And when it comes to a competitive time trial league, 13 seconds is massive. My Tuesday nights, that would mean, I don't know, the difference between first place and probably 10th or 15th place, 13 seconds. So that's a major thing. So you do want to get the fastest bike that you can possibly get. So that's going to be the Specialized Venge S-Works with the Zip 858 Super 9 disc wheel set. That's going to be the fastest bike in game right now. If you don't have that, then go with the Tron bike. That's your next best setup. Then going down from there, next one would be the NV 8.9 wheels, would be the next fastest wheel set. Wheels make the biggest difference in Zwift. They make about 3 times more difference time-wise than the frame does. So NV 8.9s, a couple of those with a fast frame. Next fastest wheel set would be the Zip 808s. A couple of those with the Canyon Aero 2021, which is your fastest frame down in that range. And the slowest wheels that I could recommend would be the DT Swiss ARC 62s, which are available even to level 6 Zwifters. So pretty low level Zwifters can get those, and that's a pretty fast wheel set. All right, so those are my recommendations. I'll see you out there Tuesday, team time trial. Right on, everybody. Good luck.
All right, Zwifters, that's it for season 1 of the ZRL. I hope everybody had a ton of fun. I hope you enjoyed the content. We're going to keep coming out with new videos over this break, so make sure you hit like and subscribe and check out the new stuff that's coming out. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.